Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. There has been a furious reaction from Republicans as well as Democrats after a comedian made racist jokes at a Donald Trump rally.
There's a lot going on. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right.
The comedian Tony Hinchcliffe also said Latinos loved making babies. A Trump advisor distanced the former president from the joke, and the Kamala Harris campaign has attacked the rally as dangerously divisive.
But I'm thrilled to be back in the city I love.
Mr. Trump told thousands of his supporters in New York's Madison Square Garden he would deport millions of migrants and called Harris a very low IQ individual. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez urged Puerto Rican voters to act on the garbage comments.
I mean, it's like super upsetting. Obviously, it's super upsetting to me. My family is from Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican. And like, the thing that is so messed up that I wish more people understood is that the things that they do in Puerto Rico are a testing ground for the policies and the horrors that they wish to, and that they do unveil in working class communities across the United States.
Meanwhile, the US Vice President and Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris has traversed the battleground state of Pennsylvania. She visited a black barbershop and, in stark contrast to Mr. Trump's campaign, was welcomed into a Puerto Rican restaurant in Philadelphia. Ms. Harris plans to visit every battleground state in the coming days, including a Madison, Wisconsin rally and concert with folk rock band Mumford & Sons.
What kind of country do we want to live in? That's before us right now. What kind of country do we want for our children and our grandchildren? A country of chaos, fear, and hate, or a country of freedom, justice, and compassion?
Georgia's Prime Minister has hailed a landslide election result, rejecting allegations of vote rigging and violence. Irregularities happen everywhere in every country, said the leader of the Georgian Dream Party. Official preliminary results from Georgia's election gave the ruling Georgian Dream an outright majority of 54%, despite exit polls for opposition TV channels suggesting 4 opposition parties had won. Georgia's pro-Western president has condemned the total falsification of the vote and called for opposition supporters to rally outside Parliament. Evo Morales, the former Bolivian president, has said a car he was travelling in had been shot at in what he condemned as an attempt on his life. A video he posted to social media appeared to show at least 2 bullet holes in the windscreen of a car in the front seat of which Mr. Morales was sitting. In a statement, Morales' Movement for Socialism party said men in black had fired on the vehicle when it passed by a military barracks. In the video, the driver appeared to have been injured, although not seriously. The party said it held President Luis Arce's government responsible. Gerard Depardieu has asked for a delay to the beginning of his sexual assault trial, which was set to open in Paris on Monday. Monsieur Depardieu? His lawyer asked for the delay, citing the star's health issues. The French actor is accused of attacking 2 women while shooting the 2021 film Les Violettes Vertes in the highest-profile Me Too case to hit the country. Prosecutors say he made explicit sexual remarks to and then aggressively groped 2 members of the movie's production team. If convicted, he could face 5 years in jail. The 75-year-old denies the charges and said in an open letter published last year that he had never abused a woman. And participants dressed as wolves and the Grim Reaper have paddleboarded down the Danube River in Hungary over the Halloween weekend. The spooky costumed event drew hundreds of onlookers to the banks of the river. Around 75 people took part in the annual event in total. Money was also raised for local charities. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.